Informative information, trying to engage our community, and trying to create a liberating spirit to take on the challenges we face day to day. And I know Nathanette is sitting there, but she knows she's always a part of this since she's the other manager here, along with myself. But for 26 years, we've been at this.
Years later, transform Black History Month into Black Liberation History Month. In February 1926, after years of study, writing discussions with other activists and scholars in Chicago, in 1915, they wrote a report on the new Negro life and history. Because they knew that a people without knowledge of their roots, identity, accomplishments, and purpose were doomed. Hence, in February 1926, the month of Frederick Douglass and President Lincoln's birth, Dr. Carter G. Woodson sent out a press release announcing Negro History Week. After about 60 years, the People's College, led by Black revolutionaries, stated that the broadened Black History Month should be called Black History and Liberation Month. Teaching beyond Black individuals' accomplishments, we should teach and learn more about our people's collective efforts to build our struggles, liberating organizations and movements to advance our human rights and destroy white supremacy, oppression, and exploitation. A new chapter stands before us today, one that demands not only our urgent study, but our reflection, preparation, and decisive action to affirm our people's history, radical tradition, and legacy to end white supremacy, racist national oppression, and continued class exploitation. The Fruit of Labor World Cultural Center and our Fruit of Labor Singing Ensemble every year sees as Black Liberation History Month. We are on many battlefronts of workplace rights, union organizing, environmental racism, Black political power in our Black communities and Black Belt regional territories, fighting Black land loss, gentrification, voting rights, affirmative action, DEI bans, Black studies and history in schools and libraries, and etc. This February 2026 is the 100th anniversary of Dr. Woodson's proclamation of the importance of our people's history, and it should be raised up as a spark of a year-long, lifelong commitment fit for such a purpose. On that note, to some of the commentary, I believe that we're at a point in history where we don't get to pretend neutrality is an option. 100 years after Woodson's sounded the alarm, we're facing a different version of the same threats. Erasure, distortion, and the quiet hope that we won't push back. Cultural spaces like the Fruit of Labor World Cultural Center exist because silence has never protected us. They exist to sharpen our memory, analysis, and collective courage. If we don't speak, organize, create, and educate with intention, the systems we're up against will gladly continue without interruption. What we're honoring tonight isn't just history, it's a lineage of struggle that demands continuation. This moment calls for clarity, discipline, and action. Not performance, not symbolism, but action.
Terrence a few years back, and we recruited him to be an intern with Black Workers for Justice in this cultural center. He's a very sharp, compassionate young man who feels what most of us are feeling out there. There we go. Hey, number three, table three. That's you. That's your table. Yes, you.
Did you just decide?
What was one of the pillars of the Black freedom movement and the Black liberation movement in the late 60s? And this particular leader, his name was Malcolm X. He said there were three pillars that our people had to stand on. One of them was, you gotta fill in the blank. Three pillars for Malcolm X. I mean, what are the things he stood for?
Political education.
Political education. He said we had to study our history because there was lessons in our history. Okay, you get 1 point. We're gonna spin it again.
How sweet would it be if I found out I could fly? Well, I'd soar to the sun and down at the sea. Then I think that I know that every man could be free.
But the troops, while they corrupt the youth, those that report the truth get led to the slaughter. Where ropes hanging get played with no gaming, and when foes banging is so dangerous. Trapped in tears, bloodshed stamped for years. The light body that wouldn't hang like chandeliers, the pen ink next to the candle smeared. As tight as it gets. Next time we choose to escape, grab a gun and cape. Who you gonna save the day or make a corpse to place in graves? This ain't for the faint of heart or those who fade away, because when the screams are barely audible, you can't change the play. Or change your fate. Final destination, you and destiny was made to date. Life is a miracle, and death is the strangest mate. Sometimes I wish I can create a space that loops all my favorite days in an amazing phase, but I'm trapped in a dangerous maze. Death is loud and the fragrance strange, and life is the perfume that makes it vague. See, I know how it feels when you ain't okay. And that cloud over your head is something that you can't escape. What a rainy day when your patience thin as a paper plate and you struggle to remember if you ate today, but still gotta make a way. I just hope you find a place to pray, because this sweet sound ain't amazing grace. This the ace of spades. Keep joking, but your poker face can't save the day. How we love to hate, but love is something that we hate to say. Same struggle, same story, but somehow we ain't the same. Trauma bonded. At this point, we trading pain. Be wanting our flowers to grow, but we hate the rain. And I wanted to see you shine, but all you gave was shade. I know it looks like I'm filled with an angry rage. It's just sometimes I feel like we can't relate. I watched you fold thinking you fly as a paper plane to come crashing down like the World Trade on that famous day. But in the future, mark your calendars. Save the date because we might come together when aliens invade. Until then, I'll just sit and wait with patient traits. And when someone asks me how I'm doing, I'll look up and say, I can't complain. Thank you. I be bored some days. That's why I play 2K. Why can't we be friends? 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 I lost some money at the gambling house. I came away quiet as a mouse. President Donald Trump.